Another great feature we got here in our mpc5000 is this ability to cut off samples instantly, which hasn't been in any other MPC yet. And what they've done is they've sent the volume control output through MIDI. And here's how it works. Let's say we got a sample in a song. I'm going to use the second song sequence in the demo that comes with our mpc5000 called DaVinci of SOS. I'll press play start. Now this first sound you hear is a sample. This sample goes on and on. Now if I press stop, and you'll notice here in the now section here, you'll see it stop here. I press stop, this is stop, but the sample continues to play until the sample plays to the end. Now sometimes you're mixing, you want to cut that sample off when you're doing a track mute. You couldn't do it before, but you can do it now. Here's how it works. I move my cursor, as you can see the cursor is right here on mute, which is right there. Next what I'll do is I'm going to press open window. And here in open window you can see the three options as usual. The last option I'm going to use is instant track mute. Now it's on now. It's off. It's on. Just make sure it's on. I'll press F4 to close that window. Next what I want to do is I'll go to track mute. Now that sound appears right here. That's it right there. Now I'm going to play start this sequence. And I'll hit that wobbler. It cut off. See that? Off, on. Off, on. Other tracks are coming here. Everything else works the same. Turn my drums off, snare. Turn that off. Put my wobbler back in. Stop it. See, it cuts off and on, and what happens here is that the MPC has sent the volume output through the MIDI volume, and it's controlled here once you put on your instant track mute. Now another feature I like with this MPC, which is really cool, is we have this thing called the track group. So I can press track group here, and what I can do here is I can mute several tracks at once by putting them in a group. Here's how that works. I hit a pad and I can select a number from 1 to 16. It's going to be 1. I'll make this one 1 also. I'll make this one 1. And then these sounds are 1. I go to here, I'll make this one 2. I'll make this one 2, and this one 2. I'll make this one 3. I'll make number 8 3 as well. Okay, so you got that? Pads 1, 2, 3, 1. Pads 4, 7, 6 is 2, and 5 and 8 is 3. Now, I'll go back to my track mute, of course. I'll press F1. Here I'm in track mute. Great way to see it. I'll play the same song from the top. And now, you'll see how this works. They're going to be in groups. I'll press the top. I can press any pad, 1, 2, or 3, and see, they cut off automatically. I can cut them off. I can press pad 4, and now you see what cuts off there? 4, 7, and 6 cut off. I can press 8, the other one's cut off. So they're cutting off in groups. They're all off. So by hitting these pads, any one, if I can hit 1, 2, or 3, it's going to cut off 1, 2, or 3. If I hit pad number 4, it cuts off 4, 6, and 7. If I hit pad number 8, here, in this case, I turned on 8 and 5. So we can make specific tracks into groups. They say, okay, this group's going to control this control this. It's an easy way kind of to mix sometimes. You may have just snare drums or some sort of percussion tracks all on these separate tracks. You can cut them off at once in the track group edit. Okay, next I want to show you this pad mute. Now sometimes you're doing a track and you got a beat, right? So I'm going to go back here to main, and we've got our first track here, which is the beat. Now I'm going to solo this track. I'm going to press solo, which is F6, and play it back. Move further down the line here. I can hit the pads. Those are the sounds that are in this particular program, which is called Stone Basics. I'm going to press track mute. Track mute's on, right? I'll turn these tracks back on. See this here? We're in solo. I'm solo now. And now, I'm going to press pad mute. And now we can actually mute the pads. We can pick a pad. Let's say we got a track going on, we like it, but we want to mute a pad at some point. So as you can see here, this says Stone Basics is the program. That's the track. That's the bank A. So information is right there in front of you. And the current position now is in the fourth measure, fourth beat. I'll move back to the beginning. Right there. And now is the top. So I can press play start. The beat's going to go by here. And I can actually mute pads, not tracks now. Let's kick them right there, see? Put the hi-hats back in. So this time, I edited out the actual sounds, not that track. So the track might have a snare drum, kick drum, hi-hat, several different sounds in that one track. No, I edited the actual pads that had the sounds on them. Okay, that was cool. Well, we did the track mute, we did the track mute group, we told you pad mute, select the specific track, and then mute the pads on that track. Well, now we also have pad group mute. So I'll press track mute again, and right here I'll press F4, and this is our pad group mute. Now as you can see here, I've got the program, which is Stone Basics. It's the program for that particular track. We're starting here from 1. Press my bar button. It's the beginning of the song right there. Go back to the beginning, and we're there. Here we are, right there at 1. And then we also have right here, this is the track that we're on. It's track 1, and it's using bank A, so we know what bank is lit. Now, I can go here like I did before and select sounds. I hit a pad though. Like before, I can make them into a group. And that's my group. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to play this and show how it works. I'm going to press F3, back to pad mute. I'll start from the top again, pressing play start. Now I'm going to hit pad number 8. On, off. And again, now here, on, off. So as you can see, we can also do pad group mute. That's how that works. Another function I use is the solo when I'm using track mute. Here's how that works. I'll press track mute. Now here in track mute, if I want to keep something, I want to do like a track, let's say I like it a lot, I can press this F6 solo button. Let's say let's say for example, I want to solo something out. Well, solo just have that one track play by itself while the rest of the tracks are all muted. Let's scroll down a little bit, you can see how this works a little bit. And the tracks here. Now I'll press play start here. And I can press the solo button right here. That track by itself, or this track by itself. And you'll see when I roll back up, that track is by itself, see? And to get out of it, I'll just press F6 again. And it'll play once.